predicting the entirety of the EFL in today's video. This includes League 2, League 1, Championship and the Premier League. Please do like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, it helps me out a ton. And if you disagree with any of these, let me know in the comments below and let me know your team, and I'll tell you how you're going to be or how you're going to do next season in my opinion. But yeah, we'll get straight into things now. Alright, initially we're going to have a look at League 2. So yeah, we'll get straight into things at who I think is going to win League 2. And for me it's Northampton. Now I say this because last year they were so close to going up, it was ridiculous. They basically had it in the bag and Bristol Rovers pulled a masterclass in the final day. Northampton Town then went and bottled basically playoffs, but the reason they bottled playoffs necessarily isn't because of their team and stuff like that, it's because mindset, right? You've got to think of it like they thought it was guaranteed promotion, they thought they had it in the bag, and then bang, world goes tits up and they don't end up getting it. It's going to be very hard to win playoffs with that in the back of your mind. However, I think they're going to have a cracking summer. I think they've already signed a few players, and I just think that they're going to come back, fighting spirit, and I think they're going to realistically win by a big margin. Second place, I've gone with Swindon. Now Swindon, if we have a look at the form rankings, I won't have a look at them, but I already have, is what I'm saying. They basically were up there the whole time. Like, they realistically shouldn't have bottled playoffs. They did fantastic up until that point. So I'm thinking they're going to get automatics in second. But yeah, these are a little bit bold, a little bit out there. You'd expect teams that came down from League 1 to bounce back up. And I've only got one, and it's Gillingham. And I think Gillingham are going to finish third, maybe fourth. Just basically around playoffs. But I think they are going to be the playoff winners. So yeah, and I'm seeing that because they didn't have too bad of an end to the League 1 season. They finished comfortable outside of the relegation zone when it comes to form, but obviously it wasn't enough to get them out of it. But yeah, they were basically the one. It could have been them or Fleetwood really that went down, and they got unlucky, let's say. But yeah, by no means is this guaranteed. I just think this is my prediction. But yeah, we'll move on to League 1 now. League 1 is looking ridiculous. This has got to be the hardest league next year to get promoted from. It's going to be very difficult for teams in this. Now, mine is once again very bold, but I think this could definitely happen. So first, I've got Sheffield. I think they're going to have a cracking season. I know first is very, very bold, and I do have a soft spot for Sheffield. However, they've had an unbelievable transfer window. They've just gone bought players right, left, centre. They've just gone and bought everyone good. So for that reason, I put them up there. Not necessarily because they not necessarily because of how well they played last season. Yes, they did very good, but if it was just based off that, I'd put them in playoffs. But what they've been buying and what they've been spending the money on, if they don't go up next season, it's going to be a massive shame, and it's going to be very, very hard for them to keep the players, retain the players, because I think they're buying these players on the sole basis, okay, push for promotion, we need to get it. So I'm thinking for that reason they're going to get it, and they're going to get it in first place. Second place, I've gone with Derby. I understand financial troubles, it could go very, very badly for them. They've also lost Rooney, and they're probably losing a lot of players. However, realistically, they shouldn't have gone down. They would have finished comfortably 15, 16 if they didn't get that points reduction. So that in mind, and the fact that they did that with a young squad, I think they're going to be fine, and I think they're going to bounce back up. Also, I know this has nothing to do with realistically how well the team does, but 12th man, Derby, unbelievable support, loyalist fans out there, or one of the loyalists. Obviously, I think Sunderland have the loyalists, but we'll forget about that. Yeah, 12th man probably doesn't have much of a factor, but the fans are mental. I hope they go up. I don't have a soft spot for Derby or anything like that. I just do think they've been shafted by the EFL, and I think they deserve to go up, and I think they will, just based solely off how well they did in the Championship and the fighting spirit that they do have. Third, I've gone with a wild card, an absolute wild card, and I've gone with Bolton. Why have I gone with Bolton? I haven't got a clue, and I know a lot of you will go, it's Bolton, not Bolton, Bolton, but I call it Bolton. I don't know why, I always have. No one calls it that. It's not a Mackham thing. Everyone calls it Bolton, but I just call it Bolton. So yeah, Bolton is going up apparently in my eyes. I don't know why I think this. It could be Barnsley. It could be. We'll have a look at the table. The teams that I think are going to get playoffs. Am I on the right? Yeah, I'm on the right thing. Teams that I could think could get playoffs: Pompey, Plymouth, even. I think Ipswich. I think Charlton if they have a good season. I think Barnsley definitely. So yeah, there's a lot of teams in here that could push for it. MK Dons again, Wickham even. But yeah, I've gone with Bolton. It's a very, very out there one, but I think just based off how well they did last season and the fact that they are still signing players, and that was their first year in the League One after coming up from League Two, I think the second season is pushed for playoffs, and I think they'll manage it. Hardest league in the world to predict. If I get this fully wrong, I'm not even going to be annoyed at myself. It's impossible. It genuinely is impossible. But I've gone with, I think this is fair. First, I've gone with Watford. Realistically, one of the teams that have come down, at least one, are going back up. That's just how it is. Parachute payments, that's sadly the way it is. It's either Norwich, Watford. I don't think Burnley are going to do it. I don't even think Burnley are going to get playoffs. They have got a lot of debt to pay off and stuff like that. But yeah, I've gone with Watford to win it. I think they look like the stronger side than Norwich. I think they have better players, and I think they have better management. So Watford. Second, you're thinking, well, he's gone with Norwich. I haven't. I've gone with Huddersfield. Huddersfield and me shouldn't have bottled automatics. They were through. They were doing unbelievable. I think it was a 13 unbeaten run. Huddersfield, for me, should have been the one that won playoffs. I'm not saying Nottingham Forest didn't deserve it. They definitely did, and they definitely have the better manager and probably even the better side. But I just think Huddersfield did so well. I feel like automatics is on the cards next year, so I have got them in second. Third is where it gets a bit out there. It's not Norwich, and I know that's a very unpopular opinion. Norwich probably are going to go up, but I thought, you know what, why not stick Luton in there? It's very unlikely that two of the teams in playoffs go up next year, but I've gone with Luton just because they did have a very good back end of the season. They're doing a lot of good investment into the team. They're getting a new stadium and everything like that. And I just think it would be a miracle story if they somehow end up in the Premier League. So realistically, I'm just hoping for it. This isn't maybe a prediction. This is maybe just a little wish list here. I wish they go up. I'm like 30% sure they will. So it's a very risky prediction, but it's a championship, anything can happen. And I just want to put a shout in there for Sunderland. Playoffs on the cards, we're going up back to back. We're not. It would be a shame, and not a shame, it would be a miracle if we did, but realistically we're going to get 18th or something like that, which I'm completely fine with. I'm happy. I'm not a delusional Sunderland fan. I don't think we're going to get 6th, but roll on next season. Push for automatics. Nah, obviously not, but it'd be cracking if we did. This is where I get called delusional, stupid, whatever it may be. This is where I'm going to get absolutely throttled in the comments, and you're going to say I have no idea what I'm talking about. To win the league, yeah, I've gone with City. It's the safe option, but I don't want to get abuse in the comments, so I've had to put it. Do I fully believe it? Maybe not, but realistically, you look at the side, you just look at everything and it just points at City. So I've had to go with the obvious. I've had to go with the obvious option. Second, I've gone with, and please Liverpool fans, don't kill me, I've gone with Spurs. I know it's very out there, but I think Spurs are going to push for the title. I have no idea why, but you look at the transfers, you look at what they're doing. They've got a world-class manager. Not to say Liverpool don't, but I just think they're strengthening their side while Liverpool are buying unknown players and selling their best player. Well, yeah, is Mane their best player? we'll say one of the best players, probably Van Dijk and Salah and Trent. But anyway, Mane, they're selling one of the best players. But yeah, I just think it could go either way, Spurs, Liverpool. But I'm thinking Spurs are going to edge it and take second and maybe even push for the title. But that's very out there, very bold, and I understand why you disagree. So I'm not here to I'm not going to, like, this isn't something I'm not going to die on this hill. But I am just going to put it out there, basically. And then third, I've gone with United. I think this is more out of spite against Liverpool than anything. But this is not based off pre-season, by the way. I believe me, I know that result meant absolutely nothing. I'm not an idiot. But I just think Liverpool, they always do this. They always end up having these little off seasons, or at least in recent times. I think this is going to be it again. Definitely going to get Champions League football, so I've put them in fourth. But for some reason, I just think United are going to get third. Maybe they're not. To be honest, I'm willing to change that one very, very quickly. Now I'm thinking about it in my head, but we'll stick with it. We'll put my foot down. United are getting third, Liverpool are getting fourth. Fifth place is going to Chelsea. I strongly believe Chelsea are bottling the Champions League. They don't have realistically a striker. They've sold the best centre back, and they've got in Koulibaly, Rudiger. Are they really on the same level? I'm going to say Rudiger is a lot better, in my opinion. They do still have world-class players, don't get me wrong. Reece James, in my opinion, is the best right-back in the world when it comes to actual defending, which realistically is what a right-back should be doing. I know that's not the modern game, but I just think that is how a right-back, unless you're playing a 5-back. But anyway, so yeah, I do think they have world-class players, and I do think they could get Champions League football. I just think if any year to bottle it, it would be this year. So I'm going to put them in fifth. And then sixth, I've gone with Arsenal. Young squad, not a massively proven manager, and I think there is better teams that are having better transfer windows. Not to say Gabriel Jesus isn't a good signing, he really, really is. And I'm not going to say that Zinchenko, I think I've completely forgotten, but Zinchenko isn't a good signing, because I think that is a cracking signing. For anyone that says it isn't, you're wrong. Just because he doesn't get in the City squad or whatever week in, week out, doesn't mean he can't get in Arsenal squad. But I just think there is better teams above. But the only one here that I think is a very, very out there opinion, which I will be able to change if anyone just basically tells us you're wrong, because I'm not very strong on this opinion, is United to get third. But other than that, I think this could possibly happen. And then seventh is between West Ham, Leicester, and I've had to put Newcastle in there. I'm just going to say Newcastle for the sake that they did an unbelievable thing at the end of the season. I think they were third in the form rankings, and that was with a team that wasn't that good. So they've added more pretty much world-class talent. I know they haven't really added much. They've added Botman, who is very, very good, or supposedly, according to Newcastle fans. But yeah, I wish they weren't in the rank. I wish they weren't in the shout for seventh, but apparently they are, so I'm just going to put them in there. But I wish West Ham and Leicester would get it. I really don't want to see them get anywhere near European football. But that's just me being a salty Sunderland fan, I suppose. But if I'm being fully unbiased, they definitely have a shout for getting it. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near Champions League football, or probably even Europa. But Europa League Conference, it's definitely something in their reach. But yeah, that is basically going to be the video. Slate me in the comments, tell me why I'm an idiot. I love it. I don't love the hate, but I love debating people in the comments. I should probably clarify that one. Please don't send verbal abuse. But let me know why I'm wrong, because I think there's a lot of these that are very out there, and I think I've on purposely picked some that are very out there. I've tried not to go with the safe option just to be a little bit different, but I do stand by what I said on all of these, and I will stand by it even if you do disagree. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a fantastic have a fantastic day.